Hey, Jack here with Two Brothers Adventures. With my brother today, we're going to put wet Okole seat covers on my truck. We both have these brand new Dodge Rams. We really love these trucks. The only problem is at least in 2009 and 2010 when we bought our trucks, the only interior you could get was this black. While we don't mind the look of that, it sure shows the dirt and the mud, the dog hair, stuff like that when we get out adventuring. We use these trucks a lot out in the wilderness, the desert, stuff like that, and they just get filthy on that black. It just shows everything. So we looked around and we think we found the very best solution to the problem, which is these wet Okole seat covers. These are made out of neoprene. They're resistant to dirt, water, all that kind of stuff. So we put them on my brother's truck here, and we got a set for my truck, and we're going to walk you through the installation of that today.
Okay, I'm going to go over some of the features. These are my brother's seat covers, so we're going to talk a little bit about what makes these seat covers unique. When you open them up, all of the seating surfaces in these are covered with a 1/2-inch foam padding. So as you can see, this is the one for my brother's back seat. It's got a 1/2-inch foam padding. These are made out of waterproof neoprene, and the thing that makes this neoprene unique is that it's double-sided, covered with nylon on both sides, so that gives it a lot of strength. It's also important because no rubber surfaces touch your seat at all. So if you have vinyl or leather seats like that, if you have rubber touching those, that's really bad. So with it being covered in nylon on both sides, nothing actually touches the seat, which is important. These come in 40 different colors, so you can mix and match to whatever kind of combinations. There's also some other interesting features of these. My brother in his has the pump-up lumbar support. His truck doesn't have lumbar support, so he's going to be able to add lumbar support through this mechanism in his seat. The ones that I have in my truck actually have carbon fiber heaters that plug into the 12-volt cigarette lighter, so that I'll have heated seats in my truck. So those are some of the features. Some of the unique also things about them is that they completely envelope the seat. So as you can see, they completely cover both sides, wrap around, and they all Velcro close. And that's on all of the different surfaces. So that's a little bit of overview of the actual seat covers. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start the install in my brother's truck. We have them laid out. These come in lots of different parts, and since they're cut individually and unique for each different vehicle design, you're going to want to make sure and read all the directions that comes with it when you purchase it, and make sure and lay them all out and know which pieces you have beforehand. One of the nice things is they come with these headrest wraps too, so the very first thing we're going to do is remove all the headrests in my brother's truck, and then we're going to go ahead and start the install. And they even have padding on the back of the headrest with the foam. There's a headrest.
Alright, so we're going to put the seating surface on the back seat. So we found the piece that belongs there. You just open the Velcro, and this is just like a big envelope with the foam on the seating surface. So you just slip this over. Make sure it's good and tight. You're going to tuck your back portion back through. Pull that around. Then you just bring the Velcro down and stick it together. These fit really tight to give you that tight thing, so just start with one end and work your way down, matching that Velcro up. Just like that.
Okay, per the instructions from wet Okole, we had to remove the back seat of my brother's truck. So there were actually 4 bolts we had to undo to get to the back, because in these Dodges, the back seat is actually secured to the back of the cab. So we've done that now. We're going to go ahead and install the back seat cover.
Alright, so we just got the back seat completely finished. Took us about 20 minutes, and that included removing the seat. As you can see, the seat still remains functional. The material continues all the way underneath here to protect the bottom of your seat from all of your tools and stuff, because the Dodge has this underseat toolbox. There you go, back seat's finished. All right, so we laid out the rest of the front seat covers to make sure that we had everything and that they're all appropriate for where they are. We're going to start the installation of the passenger seats. The first thing you do is remove the headrest, and we'll get it covered, and then we'll work on the back. All right, so we're going to do the back of the passenger seat. Really easy. Just make sure that your padding faces the seating surface, and it's just a big envelope that just slips right over, and then it tucks underneath and velcros. That's just that quick and easy. All right, so we got the back of the front two seats done. My brother did the other one while I did this one. It took us maybe about 5 minutes. Didn't take long at all. So now we're going to do the seating surfaces here on both the front seats. All right, so we got the seating surfaces done on both of the front seats. Took us about maybe 10 minutes. These are a little harder because you got to put the clips underneath and get them all on. We also tucked them down into the side plastic pieces there so that they have more of a custom fit. So it looks really nice so far. We're going to move on to the center console and finish it up. All right, so we just got the center portion of the front seat done here. This is probably the hardest piece to put on. Took us probably about 8-10 minutes just to get that, just because in this particular truck this doesn't lift up, so it's kind of hard to jam the little ties back underneath there, but it fits really nice and I'm really happy with it, so we got her done. Alright, so we just got it all finished up, finished the center console, so that makes this installation complete on the truck. We got the air pump hose from the passenger side, or the driver's side lumbar support that's just going to tuck down between here and go underneath the seat. You can use it whenever you want to use it. Overall, fits really nice, the finish is good. What Okole says that any type of wrinkles or anything like that, when you're sitting on them and they get used a little bit, that kind of works itself out a little bit. So anyways, overall went on really good. Now we just need to get out and get them wet and muddy and see how they work. Okay, we're going to give you a quick overview of both trucks now that they're done. This is the back seat of my brother's truck. As we already kind of showed you, they fit real nice and tight. We retain all the functionality and all the folding mechanism and everything of the seat. We'll move up to the front. Again, this is the center console of this. It fits nicely. You can still use and access your center console, but when you put it up, it's still all nice and covered. All the surfaces are covered, headrests are covered, all the areas of your seat are protected. An additional option, my brother has the lumbar support, which we showed you, but we had installed in both sides of the front seats are these gun pouches. So the way these work is they're V'd, and they're actually V'd to hold the gun perfectly. So this is a Glock 23. As you can see, you can slide it in there. If you're left-handed or right-handed, you can easily grab it, and it'll just sit right there. There's dual gun pouches on both sides of both the trucks. The nice thing too is if you want to put a cell phone or a camera or something down in there, sunglasses, anything like that, it's just another storage pouch. So that's an overview of my brother's truck. I'll show you an overview of my truck. Okay, so in my truck, I went with the same pattern as my brother. I have the heated seats in mine with the ceramic heater, so I have this 12 volt with the on-off switch. Simply plug it in and I'll have heated bottom and top seats. Likewise, it's my center console. Works without problem. And then in the 2010 truck, I have the optional lower storage. So that also fits. You can see the real nice fit all around the plastic. We tucked it in, so everything fits nice. And still maintains all the storage that the truck has. I also have the gun pouches in each one of mine on the front side, so as well. The other cool thing about these, if you don't want to use them, like my brother said, for a cell phone or whatever, they just can tuck underneath the levers and they stay there out of the way. And we'll go ahead and move to the back. And then in the 2010, I have the 60-40 split, so they're separate pieces, but you still, they work fine. And then I also have the optional armrest and cup holder, so this pulls out and the camo actually tucks all the way back in there as well. So the really nice thing that I like about these is all the seat areas everywhere is covered in camo. And you can see that you can stuff the edge of the seat cover underneath all the plastic trim like that, and it gives you a real custom look. Nothing's hanging out. It all looks, just like your factory material. Yeah, and we tucked, like here, you can see where we tucked in around the air conditioning vents. So everything is nice and protected from feet. So that's the wet Okole seat covers.
in the 2009 and 2000 Dodge Ram Crew Cab pickup truck.